Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Daily Dish Show. I'm your host, Adeze Adwaka, and joining me on today's episode is the amazing, talented Chef V. Hello.
Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode.
Of course. Happy to be here.
I know. Now, you're an amazing chef, talented, right? What inspired you to become a chef?
I love telling this story because, it's been such an amazing journey for me. Fun fact, I did not see myself being a chef 5-6 years ago.
No way.
I know. I was actually in the fashion industry. I was doing project management for events, and I've worked with some of the biggest international events worldwide. I think it was somewhere where people thought I was going to be super successful in this industry. I would take over. I was doing this in London. So one of the top clients I can tell you, for example, was doing events for Naomi Campbell. So that's where I was. Things were great. I was living life and doing abundantly well. Then COVID hits. And the event industry shut down. There was
it hit everybody, didn't it?
Everybody. And I was sat at home thinking what else to do. And all I could do to take time to make myself feel good was cook. And I've been cooking all my life. My mum's an amazing cook.
Oh, wow. I wanted to ask, are there like any family recipes, any traditions?
It goes down. My grandparents,
No
great-grandparents.
way, amazing.
Food has been in my blood. And it was my love language for personal reasons. So I would use food to host people, bring people over to my home and cook and just show my love for them. So that's what I was doing every day in COVID. And it hit me that this is something I really enjoy doing.
Exactly.
And I can fuse my work from events, I can fuse my work in the industry and take on food as well. So as soon as the lockdown lifted,
everything was over,
I said, you know what, to take this industry properly, let me go to culinary school. So I did that in London. And going in and learning the techniques, fresh at hand and seeing how much I can actually do with my hands, it made me even more fall in love with I can actually do this for myself. I don't need to hire chefs or anything. I can be a chef myself.
Wow.
So I took a whole 180 of my career, and that's where I am now. I've been here for 4 years.
Wow,
and I'm the founder of Cold Cooks. It's a private dining company. I've also set up a culinary movement called Setting the Standard, which is all about critiquing and elevating the industry we have and how much we can better ourselves as chefs and hospitality owners.
Here in Nigeria?
Yes, it is.
Well done.
Thank you.
So what happened to the fashion side of you?
It's still there. I show myself in my personality. If you look at me, I love my looks. I love my how I carry
fashion,
myself.
Your style.
Fashion is in my style. It's in my personality, in my outpour. So I feel like I do that. But it wasn't really the fashion industry per se. It was really the business side of things, so hospitality and networking and serving. And I feel that aspect of service is very easily translated into what I do now.
So you can say that you feel very fulfilled being a chef.
I do. And if you ask me what I am, I don't even say a chef. I think I'm bigger than that. I think my career encompasses so much more in the hospitality industry, but I like to call myself a culinary enthusiast. And this part of my life, I'm a chef. Who knows, 10 years down the line, I can switch again. That's the beauty of life, isn't it?
Okay, fantastic. Now, is there any signature dish that you're known for? Anything that you're so good at that, when, your name is mentioned, that's the dish that people remember?
So I like to say my food is comfort food elevated.
And okay, girl. I love
my saying is to make the belly full and the soul glad. And people know me for my lamb shank, like slow cooked meats. Lamb shank, short ribs, most duck breast as well. Just things that are really hearty, really good for you, and just make you feel good after a meal. So yeah, that's what I'm known for. Okay,
now what sets your dishes apart from other people, and maybe their presentation, the kind of ingredients that you use, whatever, what sets you apart from them?
So we're all doing amazing in the industry. I don't like to compare myself, but I do think what we're seeing come out from my cooking especially is, as I said, I'm an enthusiast. I like to bring my clients through a journey with me of exploring the beauty of our ingredients here. So I work with our locally sourced ingredients. I love to work with what we have at home and things that we're so used to using in a very specific way. I like to tell my people, okra doesn't have to just be used for okra soup. I do see the same thing, yam, our plantains, all these things. We're very used to saying, this is the only way we can cook with our food. But what I want to showcase is how diverse and how versatile our food is here, and to stir up conversations that, wow, you're telling me you've made gari into something else. How did you do that? And just to make people feel excited with our food because our food has traveled. We have a huge diaspora of Africans around the world, and that's how we had, for example, Creole in the USA. You know, from the slave trade, you have the Haitians, you have in New Orleans. All of this stems from African food, and our food has traveled and become something else internationally.
Yeah.
So why not showcase the beauty of that here as well?
I think that's fantastic.
Thank
Well
you.
done. Now, what kind of clients do you cater to?
The best.
I love that. Oh my
Look,
God, I
I'm
love
someone
that.
about excellence, so I cater to the cream of the crop. I think people who really appreciate the fine dining essence of food, people who appreciate excellence and beautifully plated events. And because for me it's past the food, I use all my services from the table decor to helping you organize the event yourself with my waiters. Everything is all about being the best.
So you do both private dining and for grand events as well?
Yes, I do.
Oh, fantastic. Well
So
done.
I've done events around the world.
Okay.
I've done more intimate events at home, and then I do my own pop-up events as well.
Okay, fantastic. Sounds amazing.
Thank you.
How do you come up with your menu? What's the process behind it? Because I mean, there are people with different, will I say, food tastes. There are people who have different diet issues, like people who, you know, want just healthy food, people who are just vegetarians. How do you come up with the process of coming up with the menu for everybody?
I would say there's different stages. So
Okay.
firstly, when I talk about the creativity and putting together a concept of a menu, that one is definitely spiritual. And it's something between me and God, I would say. It's a prayer. And he's the one that's given me so many ideas that I just
Yeah.
wake up in the morning, I'm like, wow, why don't I try this? And not once has something gone disastrously wrong. So I have to give God props for that.
Okay.
But I also ensure that every time I speak to my client, I get to know who they are, what is important to them, and what they want to achieve from working with me. So I say to my clients each time, not one menu is the same. I'm here to really embody who you are and bring that into the food. So it's a very personal process as well.
Okay, sounds amazing. So if, let's say, I'm having a birthday dinner now, and I'm not a vegetarian, right? But I would love my guests to just have something light. What would you suggest?
Put you on the spots. Okay, so I love to work for like vegetarian style dishes that are quite light but still delicious. I would
Okay.
say definitely working with a squash or pumpkin.
Okay.
It's something that if you add some honey, some roasted spices, it will be so
Ooh.
delicious. It's succulent. It caramelizes really beautifully.
Why am I salivating already?
And then also I would put in some texture there, maybe some toasted agusi seeds or some gari just to give a nice crunch. And then definitely a nice silky sauce, maybe what am I thinking of? Like a velouté.
Okay.
So that's like a stock that's been infused with the cream as well, just
Okay.
to make it really nice.
Fantastic. Like I said, I was salivating already. Just makes me feel like I'm already eating the food. Well done. Now, what are the challenges that you faced so far since you transitioned from fashion to being a chef?
Oh, I mean, I don't want to say much. I think I've been blessed more than anything.
Ooh.
But
Okay.
there's just some things I think that affects everyone in any industry that they work in here. And there's just so much like unforeseen circumstances. You know how it is in Nigeria. You wake up, there's no lights, or maybe the generator has burst. You get on the
Yeah.
road, there's traffic.
Can be challenging.
Sometimes it can just be like these things have an effect on what you may end up offering to the person. And it's not your fault.
And it might not even be like what you want to put out. But I mean,
Exactly.
with the circumstances around, you have no choice
Exactly.
but to put it out that
But
way.
at the same time, it makes you think on your feet and think how to
Yeah,
get
like
through
what's
it.
the other option? What do we do next,
And you
right?
become more versatile, you become more adapting, and I
Yeah.
think clients really appreciate that as well.
I love how you always see the positive side to things. I really
Thank
love that
you.
about you. Well done. Now, where do you see yourself? What are your aspirations? What do you want to become? I mean, you've toured, you've traveled, well traveled, you've done a lot. What is more out there for Shefi?
I mean, it's all good and well to travel, but
Okay.
my inspirations are all in Nigeria. I think we have such a beautiful industry that's blooming. I think when you look 10 years ago at the restaurant space, it was very simple compared to what we have now. Now
Okay.
we see so many diverse, different chefs coming out, different types of restaurants. So I would love to have a restaurant in the next, I won't say how many years, but I would love to have a restaurant. I would love to also contribute to that economy. And as well with setting the standard, I think it's just to ensure that we are putting ourselves at check. And I think it's important, even for me, I'm not perfect, and it's important to ask each other questions to see where we can improve on, how to be better, and not just say, oh, Nigerians are used to mediocrity. Like,
Yeah.
I think we are an excellent an excellent nation. We do everything. Like, look at weddings. Our weddings are excellent. Our Owambes
They are the
excellent.
talk
Our
of the
parties are
town.
excellent. So why can't our hospitality be excellent
Yeah.
as well? So that's what I would love to see.
Wow, I learned a lot from this particular question that I've asked you and what you've said so far. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us on
Thank
today's
you.
episode. I really had fun, and like I said, I learned a lot from today's episode. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. It's been such a pleasure.
Yeah, I know, right? Now, when you open that restaurant, don't forget to call me
I will
for food
you'll be
tasting.
You'll be the first on my list, I promise.
All right. Thank you so much for that. All right, guys, that's it for us on today's episode. I'm still your girl at Adeze Adwaka on all social media platforms. And don't forget to catch us up at Spice TV _Africa. Until the next episode, do have a lovely time. Bye.